The series starts with Jan regaining consciousness and finding herself in a hospital room. But after a while, someone enters Jan's room, but Jan is not in her room. It appears that she escaped and went outside the hospital to ask someone to help her. She stops a car, and a large man gets out of it. Jan tells him that someone is trying to eliminate her and walks after her, but the big guy tries to strangle Jan, knocking her unconscious. But the person Jan was running away from, whose name is Mo, arrives. Mo tells the big guy to leave Jan alone or he will eliminate him, but the big guy attacks Mo and wants to eliminate him. But Mo is very skilled in martial arts and manages to get rid of the big guy. The next day, Jan regains consciousness and finds herself in a strange house, which is Mo's house, who is coming out of the bathroom after taking a shower, but Jan is standing behind him with a knife and attacks him. Mo dodges it, takes it, and falls on the bed with it. Jan appeared 3 years ago when she was preparing to marry her boyfriend John, and the person in charge of organizing the wedding and the bride and groom's entrance was Jan's best friend Layla. But it appears that Layla was trying to get John to fall in love with her. On the day of the wedding, Jan receives a box, and when she opens it, she finds a letter from Layla with a key to a room in the hotel where the wedding is taking place, and tells her to go to that room because she has a surprise prepared for her. She goes to the room and finds John's clothes on the floor. When she approaches, she hears John's voice from behind the bathroom door, and when she opens the door, she finds John cheating on her with Layla. And Layla is neither afraid nor shocked because she is deliberately destroying Jan's life. However, Jan is shocked by what she sees and goes up to the roof of the hotel to smell the air. But John runs after her and begs her to forgive him. Layla goes after them and tells Jan that what happened didn't deserve her reaction. But Jan loses her temper and slaps Layla, and Layla, in her anger, pushes Jan. But because of the push, Jan would have fallen off the roof of the hotel. But Layla tells John that if he saves Jan, his life will be ruined, because Jan knows he is cheating on her and laughing at her, and she keeps telling him to let go of Jan's hand. John is convinced by Layla's words and lets Jan fall off the roof, but she doesn't leave this world, and instead she goes into a long coma. She remains hospitalized for 3 years, and no one investigated the matter because John said he was filming with Jan on the roof, and she fell. In this period, John became the head of the company, because he was Jan's fiancé, and because Jan's father died, so he was the only person who could take over as head of the company, and Layla was his assistant. John would visit Jan every once in a while to make sure she didn't regain consciousness, and he would continue to manage all the properties. Of course, Layla was with him all along, but Layla wanted Jan to die and get rid of her, so she arranged for someone to eliminate Jan. But Mo is the one who saved Jan from death, and Mo reappears and wants Jan to calm down. But Jan thinks he is collaborating with John, because Mo was her father's bodyguard and assistant. But she fired him as soon as her father died, so she thinks he wants to take revenge on her. He tells her that he's not interested in revenge, and that it's important for her to stay well. But Jan tells him that she wants to go to the company and find out what happened to her father's money. But Mo tells her that John has taken over the company and has become the sole controller, and everyone in the company is helping him, and Jan starts to get angry. Meanwhile, John is at a press conference to announce a new deal and he signs the company's name. But a shocking surprise happens, and Jan intervenes. And of course, John and Layla are terrified. But John stabs John in front of everyone. But it turns out that it didn't happen, and was a figment of John's imagination. In fact, she goes to John and tells him that she has no idea what happened, and that when she woke up in the hospital, she came to him quickly and planned everything in her head. John hugs her and tells her that this is the happiest day of his life, because his fiancée, his girlfriend, miraculously survived and hugs her and tells her he will take her home. Lila realizes that her things are in the house, which is supposed to belong to John, and she has been living there with John. So John tries to delay himself and Jan until Lila gets all her things out of the house. When Jan enters the house, she finds it clean, as if it had never been abandoned, and John tells her that he cleaned it every once in a while, so that when she regains consciousness, she will have a place to live. But Jan sees a pair of clothes on the sofa, so John runs in and tells her that it's a cleaning cloth he used to clean with, and Jan smells a scent of perfume, so she goes after the scent and realizes that Layla is hiding behind the sofa. John makes Jan leave the room and throws Layla out of the house, but Jan comes back to the room and asks John about Layla, and Jan goes to Layla, who is moving in the carriage, and tells her that she misses her very much, and Layla tells her that she misses her even more and is coming to check on her. Yan tells her that she is barefoot and has no shoes on. Layla tells her that she was in a hurry to see her, but Yan tells Layla to go with John because she needs to rest. Yan can't believe what's happening to her and decides to take revenge on the two of them for what they did to her and her father's company. The next day, John is sitting with a doctor to ask about Yan's condition, but he receives a message from Layla, telling him that she will help Yan remember something and take her to the hotel, so he runs quickly to catch up with her. Layla goes to Yan and tells her that she wants to take her for a ride and shows Yan the room where she saw them cheating on her. Layla teases Yan and tells her that she must know something about this place, but Yan loses her temper and takes Layla by the head and drowns in the water, wanting to eliminate her. Yan pretends she doesn't know what's happening to her and screams, and John hugs her. Of course, John beats Layla and tells her to stop making trouble with Yan, or he'll get rid of her. Mo shows up, who is the head of a very large security company and is almost in charge of the bodyguards in the whole city. Mo goes to meet Yan and tells her that he will help her get her position back and take revenge on John, but only on the condition that he takes half of her shares in the company. She refuses and tells him she doesn't trust him. He tells her that he's the only one who can help her, but she tells him she won't give her share to someone she doesn't trust and walks away. The next day, John goes to Yan's house and brings her flowers and tells her that his life has brightened since she regained consciousness, and he brings with him a woman who was in charge of Yan in the hospital, but she was not a human being, and took out all her anger on Yan and slapped Yan in the face. But unfortunately for her, Yan was aware of some things in the coma and knew that John had brought her to keep an eye on Yan. When John is alone with her, she loses her temper and slaps her in the face, telling her that she remembers everything she used to do in the hospital, but she tells her that Layla was the one who made her do it, and also says that Layla is her niece, and John realizes that John brought her back to repeat what she used to do, and watch her. After a while, Yan asks John to come to her with Layla, and she tells them that Layla confessed, and says they were hired to make sure she was in a coma for as long as possible and torture her. But John denies it, and Layla denies it, and hits her aunt in the face, but Layla's aunt hits her back. After a while, Layla goes to Jan and tells her that it was all a lie, and her aunt was lying to get money. But Jan forgives her and tells John that she wants to go back to the company and continue her work. John tells her that she needs to rest, but Jan says that she will only rest when she gets her position back and is in control of the company again. She returns to the company and finds all the businessmen welcoming her back, but she realizes that they were all using the company for their own benefit and embezzling money for themselves. She drinks a lot because of her grief over what happened to her and her father's property, and when she goes to get into her carriage, she is not aware of what is happening, and 3 young men appear, whom she sold to hurt Yan. But Mo stands in front of them and helps Yan get into the carriage. Mo pulls out a credit card from his pocket and tells them that there's enough money in it to pay for what's going to happen to them. Suddenly, Mo turns into a torture machine and throws the 3 young men out of the car. He throws them on top of each other and sits on them and tells them that the money will pay for their treatment. He realizes that Layla is the one behind them, so he goes to Layla with a weapon and tells her that his name is Mo. He grabs her hand, sticks the it, and tells her that if she thinks about hurting Yan or coming to her side, he will send her to the other world. The next day, Yan wakes up and finds herself in a strange place. She comes out of her room and finds Mo standing with his men, so Mo tells them to close their eyes and wraps Yan's man in a jacket and carries her. Of course, Mo's men say that this is their brother Mo's woman, and Yan is annoyed with Mo for picking her up, but he tells her that returning the favor is thanks, and that he saved her from what would have happened to her yesterday. So Yan shuts up and realizes that his words are true. She thanks him and asks about the place. He tells her it's his security company, and she tells him she needs a bodyguard and can't find anyone better than him. He tells her that he feels she is offering him to be her bodyguard. She tells him that this is a real offer and that she will give him 15% of her company shares if he agrees. And he tells her that he is the head of the company, but for her sake, he will be her bodyguard. Mo's assistant walks in and tells Mo that the celebrity has come to him again. One of them walks in and reveals that she is a famous actress and that she loves Mo and wants him to be her bodyguard so that he can stay by her side all the time. Mo goes to Yan and tells her that the actress has offered him a very large sum of money, and tells her that he will ignore this offer and be her bodyguard in exchange for her fulfilling any request he makes in the future, and Jan must agree. Mo tells the actress that he refuses her offer because he will remain his lover's bodyguard and takes Jan in his arms, and the actress walks away in disgust. John sees a picture of Jan and Mo together. He gets angry and goes to the place where they are and sees that they are already together, and Mo is very close to her. So John takes an electric bug zapper and goes to Mo to hit him, but Mo avoids him and takes the zapper from him and beats him down and keeps beating him and brings out all the anger he has in him. When John tells him that he will punish him for all the beatings, Mo gets nervous and goes to stun John with his taser. Of course, Jan treats John's wounds and apologizes for what happened, telling him that Mo was her bodyguard and didn't know it. June still wants Mo to stay away from them, but Jan tells him she can't fire him because she trusts him. Jan goes to the company with Mo, and this time John tries to accept Mo and extends his hand to shake hands. But Mo doesn't shake it until Jan looks at him, and Mo shakes John's hand, so John tries to squeeze Mo's hand, but Mo shows him his true strength and keeps squeezing John's hand until John hurts. Jan has an important meeting with the businessmen investing in the company, and Mo is forbidden to enter, but Jan shocks the businessmen by telling them that there are mistakes in their work and that the company's money is being embezzled. Mo is the one who discovers the embezzlement and mistakes because he decides to help Jan get her rights back. Of course, all the misfortunes are thrown at John, and they say that he is responsible for everything. John is annoyed by what happened and decides to spend the night with Layla, but Jan calls John and asks him where he is, and he tells her that he has a lot of work, but Jan tells him that she senses that he is tired, and she will bring him food and come to him. But John panics and tells her that he is waiting for her, hangs up the phone with her, and lets Layla walk out of his house. Mo gives Jan a bracelet and tells her that the bracelet was made especially for her because it has a button that if she presses it, it knows where she is, and in seconds it will be there. Mo is very nice to Jan and makes her food himself, and when Jan likes his food, she says he is a good cook, but she tells him that cooking is not what he is supposed to do for her. Mo tells her not to worry because she doesn't have to pay him extra money, and he does it all on his own. Jan tells him that she just wants him to do his job so as not to interfere with her feelings. Mo tells her that he keeps his feelings to himself and asks her if she keeps hers. Jan gets nervous and leaves him. She tells herself that she has to keep her feelings to herself because if this happens, she will fall in love with Mo. Jan completes her plan to get revenge on John and takes him on a trip to think about their days together, and John believes her when he arrives at the location of the trip because it is the same hotel where Jan fell off the roof. He has to go in, and he's nervous. But the reason he's nervous is because Layla is staying at the same hotel on the same day, and he's trying to make sure Layla and Jan don't see each other. Mo stays with Jan at all times and prevents John from entering her room and tells him that he has his own room. John tells him that he will discipline him, but not right now. Mo talks to Jan and tells her that it's not good for her to have feelings for John, and she says that she brought him here to make him nervous. She gets a message from John saying that he wants her to meet him on the ground floor of the hotel, so Jan comes down. It's dark, and John comes behind her. But he has a very artificial dance set up for her, gives her flowers, and comes close to kissing her. But Jan tells him she just wants to take a picture with him. She takes the photo and uploads it to her Facebook page because she doesn't want to upset Layla, who knows she is staying with them in the same hotel. John and Jan are having dinner together, but Layla calls John and tells him that she's in front of his room and he has to go out right now, or she'll expose him to Jan. John has to ask Jan's permission to go to Layla, tell her that what she's doing will get them in trouble, and ask her to stop what's going on. John goes down to Jan's again, and Jan puts food in his mouth. But Layla calls John and tells him that if he doesn't ask her now, she will send their photos to Jan. So John goes down again and the elevator is busy, so he takes the stairs. He enters the bathroom and takes all the food out of his mouth. But suddenly, Jan bangs on the door and John has to lock Layla in the bathroom. He opens the door and tells her that he wanted to go into the bathroom, and she asks to go in. But Mo tries to stop her, but she eventually goes in. Jan sees the bathtub full of water and soap, and she realizes that Layla is lying under the water. Yan washes her hands calmly and is in no hurry at all. And when she finishes and walks out of the room, Layla emerges from under the water. She has drunk water and soap and needs to go to the hospital, and Yan is happy about what is happening to Layla. At night, Yan goes back to her room, but she finds John sitting there with a rose, thinking it's a romantic moment, and tries to brush Yan against her will. But due to Yan's resistance, she presses the button on the bracelet, and Mo enters the room and pulls John away from Yan. John tells Jan to kick Mo out and leave them alone, but Jan tells him that she wasn't happy with what was happening and that he should go, so she leaves him and enters her room. Mo tells John that he loves Jan, and if he gets too close to her against her will and repeats what happened, he will eliminate him. John walks away in fear, and Yan thinks about Mo and realizes that she has fallen in love with him. She goes out of her room and finds him standing guard over her. Yan asks him to act like he loves her so that John will stop what he's doing, and Mo tells her not to regret the request she made and that there will be sparks of love between the two of them. The next day, John goes to her room and apologizes to Yan, telling her that he couldn't help himself and that he wants her to fire Mo. He brings her a group of guards who look bigger than Mo and tells her to choose whichever one she thinks is suitable. But Mo walks in on them, and the shocker that makes John shut up is that all the guards pay their respects to Mo because he's their boss, and he's the one who made the guards do this to make John feel ashamed. Of course, the guards walk away and leave John, and Yan is mesmerized by Mo, and Mo puts a sticker on Yan's leg because she's tired from the exercise, and Yan sees him as a prince and her guardian angel. When Yan gets into the carriage with Mo, she tells him that he has become too much of a lover. Mo tells her that he warned her from the beginning, and Yan tells him that she wants to walk alone. When she's walking alone, she has nothing to think about but Mo, and she becomes obsessed with him, to the point where a car is about to hit Yan, but Mo catches her at the last moment. Yan goes home with Mo, and he tells her he's disappointed in her, but she tells him to stop playing around and take off his pants, and she wants to treat the wound on his back from the accident they just had. Of course, John is annoyed by Yan and Mo's relationship, especially since he feels that Mo is standing in his way. Layla is annoyed with John because he doesn't spend time with her like he used to, so John gets angry and tells her that he can't stand her, and if she keeps doing what she's doing, they won't be together, and he leaves her. On the same day, Yan is running alone on the street when she meets a big man standing behind her and kidnaps Yan. It turns out that this is the same big man that Layla hired when Yan came out of her coma, and Layla still wants to hurt Yan's honor, but Yan is able to push the button on the bracelet, bite the big guy's hand, and the big guy hits her in the face, knocking her unconscious. Meanwhile, Mo breaks in with his assistants, and Mo goes to Yan to check on her, picks her up and walks away, letting his men take care of the rest. Mo takes Yan home and she regains consciousness and asks him to stay with her for the night, letting him know that she loves him and is unable to hide her feelings anymore. The next day, Yan wakes up and is devastated to find herself sleeping next to Mo, and he laughs at her and takes advantage of her nervousness. When they go to the company together, Mo tells John what to do with Layla, and she tells him that Layla is desperate, and because of what happened last night, she is more nervous and scared than ever. It turns out that John is not only cheating on Yan with Layla, but he also has a second girl named Ro, who he harasses and uses to his advantage, and Ro has to listen to his words and do what he says so that he doesn't fire her from her job. One day, she sits down with Ro and tells her that she knows that John is cheating on her, and she tells her that she knows that John is harassing her and that she is doing all this against her will, so she wants her to cooperate with her and punish him. Ro listens to John's words, and the next day she surrenders herself to John, and they are sitting in his office until Layla walks in and hits Ro. But Ro hits Layla, and there is a big fight between the two, and the whole company gathers around them and becomes a scandal for John. Yan enters the office, and of course John breaks down and beats himself up, saying he's sorry for everything he's done and that Ru was the one who was tempting him. Layla gets annoyed when she sees that John is afraid of upsetting Yan, so she goes to Yan and tells her that she and John have been in a relationship for years behind her. And she tells Yan that they lived in her house while she was in a coma, slept in her bed, and told her that they are the reason for everything that happened to her and will happen to her, and she tries to provoke her. John beats Layla and walks away from Jan, but Jan goes to Layla and tells her that John, whom she is upset with, will leave her as soon as he gets his way with her, realizing that she is just a means to an end and walks away. Of course, when Jan returns home with Mo, she finds John waiting for her and apologizes to her, telling her that he is a weak man who was tempted by many things and that they should get married soon so that what happened doesn't happen again. Jan tells him that their joy will be delayed because she made the same mistake as he did. And John realizes that she means that she is cheating on him with Mo, but he can't talk to her because she leaves him and walks away. It turns out that Jan's father was against John and thought he was taking advantage of his daughter, but Jan told him that John was a good guy and stood up to her father, because of which her father got tired and died. So she feels guilty because she should have listened to her father's words. And Mo tries to calm her down and takes her in his arms and tells her that he is with her until she gets revenge on John. Please like and subscribe. He takes her to look at the sky and a meteor appears, and Jan thinks that she used to love looking at meteors with her father. So Mo tries to cheer her up by having his men get big guns like cannons and point them at the sky and shoot out a large group of artificial meteors, and Jan is very happy with them. Mo takes advantage of this time, pulls out a ring and confesses his love to Jan and proposes marriage, but Jan hesitates and says she can't decide yet, so Mo tells her he's not upset and will wait until she can decide. Layla appears in a bad state after being let down by John, and Jan tells her that she doesn't know why she hates her, even though they were best friends. But Layla tells her that she used to be jealous because she was a simple girl, but Jan was rich and had everything. Jan gives her a credit card with a good amount of money on it and tells Layla that the money is because she can't let her friend suffer in life. Jan gets up to walk, but Layla stops her and tells her that she will help her in her revenge and gives her evidence to eliminate John with it. Jan gets a lot of forms and contracts, and she and Mo sit down to make mistakes for John. The next day, they go to the company, and Jan reveals the big mistakes and proves that John has been embezzling her money. But Layla intervenes, and it turns out that she and John were working together to make Jan look foolish in front of the company. But Mo is better than all of them and can actually make a few mistakes for John. But John breaks down and says that Layla is the one to take responsibility. It turns out that he had Layla sign Jan's name so that if something happened, he wouldn't get hurt. But, of course, Jan isn't convinced, and she confronts John. But he tells her that he did embezzle her money and tried to eliminate her and everything. But he loves her. Jan tells him that he doesn't love her, but he loves power. But John gives up the nice guy and tells her that he really loves her money and won't let her go until he has taken everything, and that he is starting to take over the company's shares and will soon take over the presidency and fire her, and tells her that he can stop what he is doing, but only if she fires Mo. She has to fire Mo and tells him that she doesn't like him and hurts him. Mo walks away in anger and drives his motorcycle very fast. And Jan gets a call from Mo's assistant telling her that Mo has had an accident, and Jan goes to the hospital. She finds Mo's assistant upset, and Mo lying in the hospital bed covered in blood. So she realizes he's dead and tells him that she loves him and wants to marry him. But after she confesses, Mo puts his hands and laughs to his assistants. Jan realizes that he was playing a prank on her, and Mo takes out the ring and wears it to Jan this time, and she tells him that she loves him and agrees to marry him. Jan and Mo live together in the sweetest love story, but Jan sees a message on Mo's cell phone from Ma's company, and the head of the company tells him to come to him now. Ma is Jan's rival company, and Mo will be the heir to Ma's company. In the company, a businessman goes to Jan and tells her that Ma wants to take over their company's shares and declare war on them. Jan feels betrayed, and when Mo comes home, she is upset and confronted with what she has learned, asking him about his relationship with Ma. John interrupts them and walks in with documents, proving that Mo is married and has been cheating on her. And Mo tells her that it's all true, but he's not really Mo, that he's impersonating someone named Mo who is already married, and that his real name and identity are unknown. Jan fires John and tells him that she knows everything, but she doesn't want to expose Mo to him and wants to know everything about him, but he tells her that he can't tell her anything, not even his real identity. But Jan is quick to tell him that he's as disloyal as anyone who tried to take her money and fires him, and he walks away. It turns out that John took all this trust because the head of Ma's company was helping him take over Yan's company. But John is shocked when he finds Mo sitting in the chair and realizes that he is Ma's heir, and withdraws his help completely and fires him. Mo makes a deal with his father that he will be the heir to the company and do whatever he wants in exchange for leaving Yan and her company alone and sacrificing his life for Yan. Of course, John goes to Yan and beats himself up and apologizes to her for forgiving him, telling her that he didn't know that Mo was the head of Ma's company, but Yan was intolerant and fired him. Mo's assistant goes to Yan and tells her that Mo has been in relationship with her for 3 years and more. When he was her father's assistant, he watched her and admired her, and when he found out she was getting married, he left the country. But when he found out about her accident, he came back and started his own security company, so that when she regained consciousness, he could protect her. And for 3 years, he visited her in the hospital and brought her flowers. Yan realizes that she was quick to judge him and goes to get in her car to go to Mo, but June is waiting for her in the car and throwing away Mo's bracelets. And Mo's assistant goes with the bracelets to Mo and tells him that Yan has almost been kidnapped. John calls Mo and gives him an address where he can come to him. Mo goes alone and finds John greeted by a large army, and despite all the numbers in front of Mo, he is still able to take them out one by one. Knowing that this will be the end of him, he grabs Yan and threatens Mo with death, making him drop to his knees like a dog, break a glass on the floor, and let Mo crawl on top of him. Mo actually listens to Yan, and John's army comes down on Mo and beats him up until Mo gets nervous and gets up and takes off his suit jacket to attack John. John gets a stick and tries to hit Mo in the brain, but Yan takes the blow, while Mo's men arrive and Yan is unconscious in Mo's hands. John tries to escape, but a car comes and runs over him, and we realize it's Layla, who has gone crazy because she lost everything because of him, and decides to end life just like he did to her. Yan comes out of the coma and finds Mo in front of her, telling her that he is fine and giving her a hug. Mo tells Yan that John went into a coma and will be in it for a long time and will never come out of it, and that it is because Layla ran over him with the car, and Layla is now in the hospital because she went crazy, and the two of them got the punishment they deserved. Yan tells Mo that she knows that he used to visit her in the hospital and that he was her guardian angel who protected her all the time, but Mo would leave her hands and tell her that his job was done and that he was returning her father's favor, but he had to leave her in order to go to his father and finalize his deal. One day, Yan learns that the heir of Ma's company is getting married, and it's actually Mo's wedding, but Yan crashes the party, wearing a dress, and tells him that he can't agree because they have to marry each other, and this time she's the one who proposes. Mo looks at his father and remains silent, as if he has to refuse Yan's proposal, but Yan tells him that she wants him as much as he wants her, and leaves him to walk away. But Mo runs up to her and tells her that he agrees that they should get married, puts on the ring, and runs out of the place. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you very soon.